Showtime, LA Delorio delivers the basket when it matters most.
Simpson looking. Less than a minute. Tenorio! Yeah! Oh my! A huge three! LA Delorio, who's been quiet most of the game, drains a three with less than a minute left, giving the lead to Alaska.
Well, LA was calm as a cucumber out there today. I mean, hit the free throws, hit the big three, really calm, and we didn't get rattled.
Giving Tropang Texters another upset and lead the series 2-1.
Alaska has taken a 2-1 lead in the series against Tropang Texters.
Can the Aces, consistency, and heart prevail? Or will the Tropang Texters talent and athleticism work? Game 4.
And we welcome you to Basketball by the Bay as we report from the Cuneta Astrodome, the Tropang Texters. Delikado po sila, no? If they lose tonight to the Alaska Aces, they will go down one game against 3 wins against Alaska. Ang daming pwede mangyari, no? Only if Alaska wins, they'll be up 3-1. If Tropang Texters wins, they'll tie the series. How different things will happen for both teams. And yan ang gustong mangyari mamaya. San Miguel meets BMEG in Game 4 of their own semifinal contest. Miko Alili kasama si Jason Webb for the PBA on Solar TV. What a critical day this is for the semifinals.
Critical day for the Tropang Texters as well as the BMEG Derby Amados. You don't want to go three games down or get 3-1 in the series down. It's going to be very difficult to overcome that deficit. And the Tropang Texters, they know this. They know that they have to win this game. It's almost like a must-win situation for them.
Okay, let's look at what's happened so far in the last 3 games of this series. You know, if you take away Game 1, Jason, this has been very close.
Yes, of course. Yes, that Game 1, people were saying that Team Tropang Texters, they weren't ready yet.
Came from a long break.
Yes. But after that, like you said, it's been a close series. 6 points difference right there for Game number 2 and 4 points in Game number 3. And Game number 3 could have gone either way till the final seconds. Tropang Texters had to foul. That's why the margin of victory became 4 points.
You know, this is very surprising because Tropang Texters, for 13 straight wins in that elimination round, seemed like they were unbeatable. They were untouchable. And then here's an Alaska team, okay, that made one change in their lineup the entire tournament. And it seems like they are playing their kind of game. They are playing their tempo. And Tropang Texters has no choice but to go with the flow.
And when you look at the numbers, Nico, as of now, that's exactly what you're right. Everything going the way of the Aces. Points so far, obviously, that's going to have to head the Alaska Aces way. But look at these things. 3-point shooting have gone the Aces way, although they don't take a lot of shots. When you take that little few attempts and you make it good shots, it really matters a lot. Next up, free throw percentage. Dito, ang laki ng diferensya nito. 85% on one end, 52% on the other. That's in 10 attempts, you're giving away 3 points every 10 attempts. And that has been the case because in terms of free throw attempts, Alaska has had 9 more attempts every game compared to the Tropang Texters. And finally, rebound, a number in which you would think Tropang Texters would dominate because they're a very good rebounding team, and they have not been able to get that done so far.
So you have to remember, ang daming departments or categories that Tropang Texters actually led entering the semifinals. So many statistical categories that they were really, really good at. Not evident here. Shawn Daniels, his stats compared to Diamon Simpson's stats, again going the way of the Aces. Overwhelmingly.
But when you look at these numbers, yes, they are going the way of Diamond Simpson, but that has been the case the entire conference.
Shawn Daniels is not really your offensive dynamo.
Yes, when you look at that, there's a difference of 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. But that's almost like saying, na walang ka ng isang player, because that's about stats of one very good player. But Tropang Texters can't be frowning at this point because when they got Shawn Daniels and they were in a 13-game win streak, no one was saying that Shawn Daniels wasn't doing enough for their team. But now all of a sudden, when they look at the numbers of Diamon Simpson, again, they're salivating looking at the numbers of Diamon Simpson.
And then they're looking at the numbers of Shawn Daniels, and they might end up wondering, nako, tama ba? Now we got an import that will give us, only this much in terms of statistics, in terms of points and rebounds. Okay, para lalo nating mapagandaan itong ating game number 4, let's click on the webpage beginning with Talk and Text.
Para sa Talk and Text, Miko, we talked about the free throws a while ago, and that's going to be key. For Talk and Text, they have to stop giving away freebies to the opponent. They give 9 more free attempts on the other side, and we talked about it. Alaska shooting very well from the free throw line, so you don't want to send them there. Next up, they have to contain Simpson. Right now, in this series, Diamon Simpson is the best player on that court, bar none, because he's averaging 25 points and 16.7 rebounds. No one even close on to those numbers. And finally, I think they have to be more opportunistic. Talk and Text, a very athletic team, should be able to have more fast break points than the 9 fast break points that they're averaging right now. They used to average about 14. That's -5 right there. And finally, they also have to have more points off turnovers, because they can force turnovers because of the athletes they have on that court.
And then we flip the page para malaman natin ang mga kailangan naman gawin ng Alaska Aces on the verge of possibly leading the series 3-1.
Well, for the Alaska Aces, they have to continue to do this, which they have done in the first 3 games, which is keep Talk and Text off the glass. They have been leading in terms of rebounding in this series, which is strange because generally Talk and Text is a team that out-rebounds its opponents. Next up, they have to continue their bench support. Something that talagang ito hindi ko nakakagulat eh. Because when you look at the bench, you would think Talk and Text would have the better bench in terms of production, but the trio of guys like Hugnatan, Ponacher, De La Cruz have had better numbers compared to the guys like Williams, the Ryan Reyes, and Alaska. If they can continue to do that, the favor swings over to Alaska. And finally, they have to be aware or beware of Macmac Cardona. Macmac Cardona, very silent the first 3 games of the series, but watch out. Without Ryan Reyes on that bench, more minutes for Macmac, and it's due for an explosion.
Alaska Aces! Starting at forward, number 38, Shawn Daniels. Also at forward, number 34, Diamon Simpson. At center, number 7, Sonny Voss. At guard, number 5, L.A. Tenorio. And also at guard, number 3, Cyrus Fabio. Head coach on the Aces is Tim McCone. And now let's meet the starting 5 of your Talk and Text Tropang Texters. Starting at forward, number 33, Rodinel Del Campo. Also at forward, number 21, Kelly Williams. At center, number 5, Shawn Daniels. At guard, number 3, Jimmy Alapag. And also at guard, number 9, Mac Cardona. Head coach for the Tropang Texters is Shawn Reyes. Game officials are Noel Killigan, Maui Morillo, and Ronnie Mangili. With alternate referee,
and we're just about ready to start game number 4 of this best of 7 series. The winner of the series will advance to the championship series para dito sa PBA Fiesta Conference. And here are your primary protagonists.
A huge move right there for Talk and Text. Kelly Williams gonna start his first game of the series, and actually I believe his first time to start for Talk and Text ever since he came in. So right now Talk and Text going much bigger than what we're used to seeing with Kelly Williams being put in that rotation in the first 5.
We've seen Harvey Carey start, we've seen Jared Dillinger start, but this time Chot Reyes, given the situation, going with Kelly Williams in the starting unit. First possession goes to the Aces. They're in fighting red, Talk and Text in immaculate white. And Jody Vance will miss the first attempt of the ball game. And there's a loose ball foul spotted by our officials, led by Romy Mangibin, Raymond Maurilio, and the Chief Justice today is Noel Kilingen. Sanitos ang tinawagan ng unang personal foul of this ball game. Talk and Text also hoping a change in scenery dahil Cuneta Astrodome tayo. It might also spur a change in fortunes. Hard to believe that as Daniels will miss. This team, I mean, really seemed invincible in that 13-game winning run as Tenorio uncorks. And right now, they're on the verge of falling down 1-3 in this series.
But no need to push the panic button. Obviously, Alaska still has to win 2 games. But right now, you can see this is not the same team that had that mojo going when they had that